me going here. Note to self. The morning after your lover leaves, please do not go to New Orleans by yourself. Because the sweat will greet you something sticky. And this time it will not be from sex, it is from the Mississippi, which only has 3 sounds, only 3 letters less than symphony. And I promise that this river is going to call to you at sunset and beg you to hold its crescent city in your arms just like a trumpet and bugle your troubles right down into the delta of it. Please, do not do this. Heed the levee. Y'all, keep your love a secret. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go down to Frenchmen when you are thinking about your man. Because the old jazz standards rearranged are going to call you in and remind you of the records that your father used to play. And then there will be 2 men suddenly who are not there, and that is too many. I don't need another someone who doesn't let me feel things fully. I feel forever in the beginning of everything already. See, I'm like an old tugboat. Slow. Natural. I got a lot of bass movement just beneath me. You see, I got a lot of taut roots, but not a lot of green. I am in need of watering. So it seems fitting that it is storming in this city 2 nights in, and I'm already awaking in the middle of the night to a low, loud bass thunder. Sounds like an old clarinet. And the rain comes onto my cheek, I'm half asleep, and I am wet. My fingers move toward the southern part of my body in search of warmer climate, and they have found it. My lower lip still thick with the remnants of humid July kisses and loosely bitten over salted skin. Baby, it gets hot down south, but nowhere close to the heat we had in Brooklyn. And I swear, it gets hotter here in the winter than it does anywhere, okay? The salt on the ground is enough. I'm seasoned perfectly. And the sidewalk cracks are the black pepper, so if you ask me, the more the better. Turn the shaker in your hands one more time and grind me all over January. Now it's Mardi Gras. Suddenly, February, finally. And here, instead of leaves, they got beads on the ground all year round. And the sound of a horn warming up is the way that you wake up. This is not what I imagined, y'all. This is what I did morning after morning at the corner of a king and a president. St. Charles and Jackson, New Orleans. God damn, I was in need of a balcony. So I always left my French doors open. Like every afternoon, and then every afternoon the rain would come in and we would get wet again. So as to fraction the heat that occurred above the quarter, you cut me in half. You bent me over like brass, and then you played me like a tenor sax. Like an instrument, you held me in your lower lip and bit down when you wanted to make it music. Improvised breath. Low moans when multiple buttons get pressed. A chord. A chord. Like we know what we have. It's jazz. And no matter what happens, and listen, believe me, something will happen. Know that I will still want to listen. And if it's no longer 2 impatient stories told easy over eggs in a small kitchen, then let it be to the blues then. Because you are a blues man. And it is a blues town, surrounded by green swamp, on top of Magazine Street. I can see you waving a big red flag in my face from your little white fence. I can see you over there getting your hands dirty, and I just don't know, is it from your own soiled memories? Or is it this unsifted city that makes you feel like you've somehow unburied me? Or Maybe you're just trying to plant something. Either way, just know that it is all about building. I will not judge the blood that comes from your cuts. Nor will I give weight to a minor scrape. That's just not my way. I know the stuff of beams and bolts. I know that much. I know that nothing holds without a foundation below, and I do know a lot about building walls. And how you have to get close up enough to it to press your ear against it to hear where it is hollow. Baby, where do I make my sound? That's where you will go. Good solo, you know, the way a musician just knows when to stop and start and come in. Like, do y'all know what you have to do to be able to do that? You have to listen. And I'm looking for that kind of collaboration. I am looking for that kind of space. I am looking for a man who knows that it is about what is not play. I'm looking for a man who appreciates the good goddamn timbre of a nice whisper. And a man who can correctly use the word tethered. Make me wonder his context. Does he mean drawn to? Or does he mean attached? Or does he mean more like a bungee just hovering above what will come next? So what will come next? Like, it ain't a coincidence that the moon goddess did all this. Full and in constant cycle, I just pull my way through everything. I am tied to my own tide, but I just have to keep remembering that I always have gravity with me. And now it's been 3 Decembers since I lived there for 2 weeks. 1218 Harmony Street, 70015. I remember a doctor used to make house calls on his bike to the neighbor across the way who eventually died. And on one particular day, the kumquat tree, the one next to the blue chair on the right, its shade of bulbous orange hanged particularly bright. Very much like the ones outside of my grandmother's apartment, not pre-war, but pre-adolescent, 9367 Olympic. My phone number was 310-556-8806. We had the bottom level of duplex in Los Angeles, California, 90211. And do you know that in all those young years under the kumquats, I only ever ate one? I remember it distinctly. I was like 9, I was in a hallway, there was a screen door, and I bit into it. I liked it, but it was sour. It was too hard for me to eat, a process. I remember it not feeling worth it to me. I see my hand reach now again for the strange fruit. I grasp it, but then let go at the last second and give thanks for things still connected to their roots. Say yes more often. Check. Be more present. Check. Cry a little less, but stay compassionate. Check. Memorize the music. Wear only a dress. Try to fall in love the most I ever had. Enjoy it. And then pack and come back. Check.